Hi there, I'm here to talk about Dynamite's new skimmer mix and the other ground baits that I use with it in different circumstances. On its own, it's a great mix for skimmers and bream on all types of venues, but I do adapt it for different venues with other mixes as well. The first ground bait that I do use with it is Amino Black. I'll put some Amino Black in when I'm looking at fishing harder venues for a mixture of species, not just skimmers but roach and rudd and perch and all sorts. I use it on a venue where predominantly you're fishing for skimmers, you're hoping to get mainly skimmers, but I'm quite happy to take other fish at the same time. It also darkens the mix off, which makes it great for clearer venues as well. The second ground bait that I use is Amino Black. I use that at commercials to increase the fish meal content. There is an element of fish meal in the skimmer mix, but on commercials where they see a lot of pellets and other fish meal ground baits, then a little increase in the amount of fish meal in it can be advantageous on some occasions. And the final one is if I'm targeting proper bream, again I'm quite happy to use a skimmer mix, but what I'll do is I'll increase the fish meal content again, but with marine halibut. This is the mix that I used on the National last year on the Trent, and you're looking at one bag of skimmer mix to around about a third of a bag of marine halibut. It's just to increase the fish meal content, that's all. I'm just going to run you through how I mix Dynamite skimmer mix. Basically, what I tend to do is I try to aim to get it to a dryish consistency first, like you would for a feeder mix, and from that point then you can add water to get it to the consistency that you want on the day for the particular type of fishing that you're using it for. So what I find is I tend to be fairly careful with the amount of water that you initially put into the mix. You don't want to go in with too much in the first instance. So a couple of glugs of water, and I'm probably not far off where I want to be at that point. As you can see, that the mix is still fairly dryish and crumbly, and what I'll do from that point now is just let it rest for 10 minutes or so, just while I set my gear up when I'm fishing. Or personally, a lot of the time I tend to prefer to mix it the night before and then carry it to my peg ready mixed. But if you're mixing it on the bank, just put it to one side for 15 minutes and then come back to it and then add a bit more water to get it to the consistency that you want on the particular day.